y'all come in. Let me see. Y'all come in, and I apologize for the inconveniences of the very first action video that I messed up. I was trying to get it where you all can come up here and talk because we got homework to do. Y'all come in. Hey, y'all. This is your girl, Anita Gill. And before you come to this channel right here, you got to believe this is a reaction channel. Our job is to react on your video, okay? And everything is allegedly what we're talking about. We're not saying this what happened. We're just saying what we're going to do to change the story to make it a different outlook coming along with everybody um, critical thinking. Okay, so that's why it's going to be very important that you, and you put your reaction down in the comment box. That's going to be very important. I read every comment. So you don't have to tell me to read your comment. I read every. I'm a reader, and I'm a listener. Okay. Whew. All right, y'all. Y'all come on in here. Come on in here, and I appreciate if y'all hit the like button, hit that like button, just touch it like that, touch, and it will work. Okay. All right, y'all. Get in here. Oh, I just woke up. I was listening to Chloe's content last night, y'all, and I was trying to hear what she was going to say about a story that another creator created, and I was just trying to see what could she come up with. You know how that is. Okay. Y'all, I was trying to do a live stream, and what I see, I still don't have enough to do what I need to do on my live stream. So you appreciate if y'all can help me with my channel, y'all. It about to get busy over here. Y'all hear me? Even though I'm more in the entertainment business, but I wanted to be about something else too. Okay. Okay. Y'all come on in. Excuse me, mister. Can you shut my door, please? Thank you. Okay. Y'all come on in. I'm gonna give y'all time to come on in because I know there's some people was on my live stream and I had to cut it off. So I was trying to get y'all up here. So I noticed that I have another kind of okay, right here it said that y'all can come up. Let me put my glasses on. I'm trying to be cute without my glasses. Today I'm gonna try to put some of you all up here today. So y'all come on in, come on in, come on in, people. Y'all come on in and support the young lady uh content. Okay, we creating today. It's gonna be our video and it's gonna be our content that we're going to create. Okay. Sometimes you have to come up with a story yourself. So creators, it's your turn. It's your turn. I am trying to fix my channel so you all can talk and not listen to me all the time. That's not fun. Okay, so let me get started, y'all. Let me get started. One monkey don't stop no show. All right, y'all. First of all, I want to say thank you. I appreciate y'all watching my channel. I appreciate y'all leaving y'all reaction, your reaction, or reacting what going on in the content. not focusing on me, focus on what's going on in the content. Okay. So this station right here is over here. This channel over here is very educational, y'all, and entertaining now. I'm very entertaining. So what I did this morning, I took a content, and what I did with the content, I took the content and then it didn't have no answers to it. So what we're going to do, we're going to create and react to what happened in that content. Okay. So if y'all didn't hear about it, let me tell you this. There's a father and his two children, ages 2 and 5. They drowned in their backyard pool, y'all, in South Florida. Okay. They drowned in their pool. Okay. And I said to myself, how did a father who allegedly he knows how to swim, and he had a 2-year-old child, and he had a 5-year-old child. They drown. Now, sometimes some 5-year-olds can swim. My 5-year-old grandbaby, well, she's 6. She can swim. Some can't. Some have to have a float on. But how? You have to ask, you have to mentally get, come on now, creators. Come on, not creators. Come on, our reactors. We got to create this story. This is our job to create this story. And what I did was I asked myself when I saw the topic, it didn't have nothing, no what happened to the story. It was just like a blank story. So I decided, I said, I'm going to give y'all something to react on. Okay. So I said, oh, father and his 2 children drowned in a private swimming pool. And you notice, oh, first of all, let me tell you this. I appreciate all of my subscribers, and I would like for y'all to start participating. I don't care what state what country you're from. I would like to see you participate along with my content. Okay. And I would also like to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. Don't be shy. Now, I know some of the people on my channel is very shy. I get shy at times, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. I'm more into y'all check out my TikTok videos. I can make videos. I can act. I can sing. I can rap. I can personate. I can do things. I'm very talented. So right here, I look like I'm bored, but I'm not. But y'all excuse me today because I've been rubbing my allergies bothering me. But what we're going to take this, what we're going to do, so blah, blah, blah. We're going to take this story and we're going to create a timeline. Now, I created, I made a timeline. It's not the best timeline. And I couldn't find my markers. I threw all my markers away after I retired from teaching. I threw all the markers out the door. I didn't want to see nothing have to do with school. Now I'm still crossing kids. Now I'm crossing kids. I can't get away from them. Okay. So in this story, the title of the story, y'all, that I found was Father and His 2 children, ages 2 and 5, drowned in their backyard pool in South Florida. And I said, drowning in food. And I said to myself, how did a father who knows how to swim, drown in a pool with his 2 children? What happened? What happened, y'all? First of all, I get into my content. What is going on where the parents are depressed and they taking their kids with them? Y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, this is real facts over here on this channel. This is real stories. It's not fake, okay? So when we create something, it's real. Now, depression is something that you don't recognize that you're going through. You know how you feel, but you don't share it with anyone. And that's the worst thing. You'll go somewhere, you'll cry. You'll cry, you'll cry, you cry. You tired of bills, you tired of taking care of children. That's why before y'all had these children, I be hearing people, I hear women saying, "Oh, I want me another child." After these two children grow up, then you want another one, another one. It's different from when I was having kids and they grow up then I decided, hell, one time has changed. Y'all can't do like what these parents, what we did back in the days, and what our parents did in the day. Oh, shoot, we can have 10, 15, 20 children, but it was different. Time is different. Y'all, time is different from then and now. Have all the children you want, but I'm saying that prepare for it. Prepare for tension. One person taking care of a lot of children. Children cry. They don't know how to stop crying. It will mentally drive you insane. Because on my very first child, I went crazy. I like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. So sometimes lately we've been seeing a lot of stories with parents killing their kids burning house. It's come on, y'all. Come on. Now it's a different story when you hear about a parent, about an adult get drowning. When it kids, y'all, I don't care what color kids, what color kid, what type, whatever you want to say. I don't care what kids. When you start talking about children, it affects me. A child don't have to be mine. It don't have to be a certain color for me to help. Now, when I first heard this story, I was like, "Oh my God!" Y'all know what I said? 2 kids, two more kids. Oh my God, God! I said, "Please stop taking our kids from us, please." But y'all, in reality, there's a lot of things that going on in this world that we don't know about. This is serious. So when I first heard the story about this father and his 2 kids drowned, this happened in Miami. And I said to myself, my group of people over here on this channel got to come up with a storyline. It didn't tell us how it happened or what happened. So what I did was I drew a timeline for y'all. And I'm going to show it to you. I wish I had a marker, y'all. I didn't know I was going to be doing this morning, but I thought about my subscribers and the people who watches my channel. Give y'all some do. It said, I named this timeline right here. I named it What Was Reported. Y'all, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better with my color. I didn't know I was going to do this morning. I wasn't prepared. So I named this one. Let me bring that down. What was reported? And then I came down to the timeline right here. So what we're going to do to this timeline, it is tell what was reported to the police, the officer, to the official, to the officers. Okay, I wish I had a marker so y'all can see it better. So with us, you all, hold 1 second. I'm trying to find a marker. All those markers, y'all, and I threw away all my markers. When I retired, I got rid of anything that had to do with schooling. I mean, everything. Y'all talking about, I was so glad she was gone, honey. Okay, I can't find a marker, but I do have a ink pen. Okay, so what I decided to come with you all. You want to join the chat, you can. But if I don't have anyone on here, I'm still going to go on with my content. Got people do watch my show. Okay, with this story right here, I put a storyline, and I said, what are we going to do first? First of all, in order to make a timeline, you have to have what? Time. You have to have the time. So what we're gonna do is they said the officer said that at 3:30. So wait, right here we're gonna put wait. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna write it for y'all. And if you have paper at home, draw your own timeline. If you don't feel like drawing any this morning, don't. Okay. So this timeline we're gonna create one. So we're gonna put 3:30 because the officer said at 3:30. Let me tell y'all this much so y'all can make the timeline. 3:30 p.m. Officer called two people. The officer at 3:30, the officer called three people, and they somebody said they was in the pool. So I put 3:30 at 3:30 p.m. I put officer at 3:30 p.m. Officer found three. Somebody found, let's say a person found three bodies. In a pool. Okay, we're gonna put it right here. The officer found. So what I did was with this timeline, I said, "Well, I'm gonna make a timeline." I said, so I put right here, 3:30, three bodies found in the pool. Someone called the police, the official police, and told them that they saw three bodies in the pool. And y'all know what the first thing came to my head, since I like to do detective work, is I was like, you know what I said to myself? Who is this person that called? So on the next line, what y'all want to put? Who called? Yes. First, you're gonna want to know who called the police, the emergency number. So let's go. So we're gonna put who called. Who called the police? We're gonna put that right there. We're gonna put, so right now on our timeline, we're gonna say 3:30 p.m. Three people bodies in a pool. Somebody called and told the police there were three bodies in the pool. And who called the police? Who called the police is very important to us. Who called the police? Okay, after that, I said to myself, somebody let me give y'all the excuse me, y'all. I can hear y'all. I'm on live. Jesus, they got right by my door. Okay, so what? Let me give y'all the feedback about the story. It said, okay, a father has two children, ages 2 and 5, drowned in their backyard pool in South Florida. Okay, it happened at 3:30 p.m. and somebody found bodies floating on top of the pool. Okay, and it happened at South Highland Drive near Adam Street in Miami. Okay, there was no when the officials got there, everybody was unresponded. Did they do CPR? I don't know. They didn't say that. Okay, the children were ages 2 and 5. People, the children were ages 2 and 5. They took all bodies, three bodies. They worked on them and took them to the hospital, and they died there. So now you have a sense of what's going on. Okay, now we can go back. So at 3:30, they found the bodies. Someone found three bodies floating, y'all. So that means that they was already dead for a while. Water all in their system. Okay. A 2-year-old? Come on. Then we gonna say, who called the police? They didn't tell us who called the police. So what do y'all want to put next on the timeline? What do you want to put next on this timeline? What we want to put next on timeline is floating. Now, if you say I'm gonna put floating, the reason why I chose to put floating on here, only reason why I decided to put floating right here is because that's unusual. Those bodies been floating. That mean those bodies been on top of that water for a while, y'all. Those bodies been floating for a while. How long? They say if this happened at 3:30, if they found the body at 3:30. Those three bodies at 3:30. What time did this really happen? This is what we got to do, y'all. This is what we has to do. Okay, we got to find out what time. It didn't happen at 3:30. So in order, first thing I said to myself, in order to come with what we think happened, if they found the body at 3:30, how long has the body been, who found them, and how long has that body been floating? How long? We're gonna put how long the body been floating. We just gonna put floating because we know what that means. So how are we gonna accomplish the time that it happened? So allegedly, it sounds like the body been flown since 12. 12. I'm gonna assume 12. That's just me. That's my assumption. But what I want y'all to do when y'all get to this content, I know it's Saturday and everybody chilling. Okay, what I want you to do is to put in the comment area, what time do you think this happened? If they found the bodies at 3:30, if a person found these bodies at 3:30, what happened before? See, you got to go before. What happened before? Was something in their system while they was already in their body? If we can say that, allegedly. Did somebody put something in their food or are they dreams? Did he just decide to kill? Did somebody decide to kill them? What happened? You're talking about a 2-year-old. 2-year-old, they train them how to swim, but they can swim for a minute, but then they gone. How did they die, y'all? How did they drown? So we got to come up with a time. What time do y'all want to put here? What time? I want y'all, when y'all get a chance, to make your own timeline, and then I want you to tell me in the comment what you think. Okay, I'm gonna push that time back from 3:30. I'm gonna think everything. For some reason, y'all, I think everything happened. Ever happened start around by 12:30, 12:30, 12ish, 12:30. And the reason why I say that, because usually the sun outweighed in the morning. In Florida, the sun is out early. And it's hot already when they get up. Okay. So let's assume we're gonna put 12 o'clock. We just our assumption, y'all. We don't know. We just gonna say 12 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna put 12 o'clock. We think that it happened at 12. If you don't think it happened at 12, let me know in the comment and I'll look at your story. It's just mine. Okay, my assumptions. Okay. All right. What are we gonna put on this timeline? Since we think this happened at around 12ish, who is this person? We still got to find out who found them. And when they found the people, what did they do? We know they called 911, but we want to know what else did they do? Who is this person? Allegedly, who is this person right here? And then the body floating. So they've been floating for a while. And then we're assuming that it happened at 12 o'clock. Okay, we're going to say it happened at 12 o'clock. Okay, now, next, I want to put unresponsive. And you know why I want to put unresponsive, y'all? You know why? It's because on this timeline right here, I want to put unresponsive. Why I want to put unresponsive right there? Because when this person found them, they wasn't moving at all. They were just floating. If that's what they really saw, who is this person? This person right here, we got to find out who is this person? Was it a male, female? Was it it's a private area, y'all. This is a private pool. A private pool. That's what this is. Okay, so we're gonna put unresponsive because they're not moving. Okay, now right here, what y'all want to put right here? I think that we should put the ages of the kids. Why do you think I think that we should put the ages of the kids? So we'll know what we're working with. So your timeline's supposed to tell you what you're working with. Okay, we're gonna put the ages of the kids. That's important to me. That'll let me know can they swim. Ages of the kids. That's the first thing I said. What about how old were the kids? Okay, the ages of the kids was 2 and 5. Some 5 years old can swim, y'all. Some can't. Do they have floats? Usually parents will have a float on their kids when they're in the pool. What happened? Was it an accident? What happened? What we got to figure that out. It's not gonna take no one day to figure this out. But we can get a timeline and work with it. Okay, here you go. You got a 2 and a 5-year-old and a father. So what we're gonna put right here, we're gonna put everybody in the pool. We're gonna put the 2-year-old, 5, and the father. So what we're gonna do with our timeline, we're gonna go back, people. Is it when you react, you have to think. You can't just be on nobody's side. You have to think for yourself. Look at the picture and what you think. Okay. So let's go back and look at what we have on our timeline thus far. You got it happened at 3:30. We got 3:30 on our timeline. That's very. This didn't happen at. Let me change that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Somebody found them at 3:30. Who is this person that found them and called the police? Did they try to save them? Who is this person? They saw them floating on top of the water, just floating out there in that water, y'all. And I know that was a sad sight to see. And right here we got we think it happened. Well, I got help. Whew, no, it's still early for me. I meant y'all, I put happen. It happened. It happened at 12. Okay. Everybody was unresponsive. Unresponsive, they wasn't moving. Period. And right here on the timeline, we're gonna put the ages of these people who was found in the water. The ages was 2 to 5 and a father. Okay. Now on our timeline, in order to have a timeline, this is one way you can get a story. Because we don't have a story here. Okay. We just know that a father, his 2 kids were drowned in a private pool. What are we gonna put right here? Since we got this information, what are we gonna put right here? What about what about the police? Let's put the officer. Let's put officers. Use first respondents measures. Okay, we're gonna put officers, first responders. So we're gonna put officer first responders, okay? To save and measures to save these people. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do on this timeline right here. Hey, cowboy. Hey, baby. Thank you, sweetie. So on this particular line right here, what we're gonna do is gonna tell the officers when the officers came and they respond the measures that they took to try to save the people. Okay, in the pool. Like we're gonna have to add another line, y'all. add another line to our timeline. We have to. So just kind that it was a father and his two children, ages 2 and 5, drowned in their backyard pool. Okay, so let's go back to our timeline because the timeline is your story. Okay, we said it started at 3:30. Okay, they found them at a person found them at 3:30. Who is this person that found them? What were they doing in the pool? They was floating. I know, but it has. Uh-huh. And it happened. We are allegedly saying that it happened at 12. We are coming up with a storyline for this, a timeline. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Cowboy. That's what we doing now. That's what we doing. We're not rushing nothing. We are making I'm doing it. We're since we are a reaction channel, we're not rushing or nothing. We come up with what happened. So I can we I'm gonna say we came up with a timeline, okay? Okay. So on this timeline, we're gonna say somebody found them at 3:30. Okay, when they found them at 3:30, who is this person? We're still trying to find out who is this person. That person saw them floating on top of the water. What time did it happen? Allegedly, it happened at 12 o'clock. We're going to say allegedly that it happened at 12 o'clock. Okay, then we made another line. We said all the people that it happened to, they was unresponsive, as this person said. No, see, it's not a video. It just tell you that this what happened to those two. It's no. I try to pick up a video, but the pool that I have is on my thumbnail. The pool, Cowboy, is on the thumbnail. Okay, it's no video. That's why we, as a reaction channel, has to come up with what we think happened. They didn't get nothing else after that. The title is Father and His Two Children, ages 2 and 5, drowned in their backyard pool in South Florida. So look that up. Yes. So we got to think what happened. They didn't say what happened. We got that. That's why I came up with a. I thought that this channel is so smart. We need to come up with a timeline. So they found this person found them unresponsive, and the ages of the kids is 2 and 5, and their father. So these are all the people. Here are all the people that's in that pool, y'all. These are all the people in that pool. Okay. And then what happened? When she called, it called whoever called 911. The officer rushed to those kids. You know they rushed to them kids quickly. Okay. They rushed to the kids and found out they couldn't do nothing for them, but they tried to save them. They tried to save them. Now, with this timeline right here, this is my timeline. But what y'all got to do is create a timeline and think and tell me what you think happened to these people. Now, I'm not finished. I'm about to add on to my timeline. Okay, I'm gonna make another line. Y'all, I threw away all my markers because I didn't think I was gonna need them anymore. Okay, on my timeline, I wanted to put, okay, they pronounced at the hospital that they all died. They all died. And our job is, let's go back to the beginning of our timeline to come with a story. So your timeline is supposed to be a story of what in what you're collecting for your evidence to create this thing. Okay, I asked myself, what led to this accident? What to think about? What happened? What happened? And the first thing I said to myself, Somebody allegedly is depressed, was depressed. I'm gonna put depressed. That's a big word. That the depression is something serious, because that depression can turn into anxiety. That you don't even know that you're going through it, but mentally you feel funny. Did somebody kill them? Did somebody murder them? So we're gonna say depression and anxiety. I'm gonna put anxiety right there. Let me see. I got it right. So we're gonna write right here. We're gonna write it don't it look okay, let me see. Hold on, y'all. We got to come up. Our job is to come up with a storyline. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay, I left here. Hold on. Okay. So we're gonna say, did they? Okay, so what we're gonna do is what led to. We're gonna say what led to the accident. Was it depression? Was it anxiety and depression go together? Was it a murder? Um, what happened? That's what this channel job is to do. Is to find out what happened to these three people. What happened? So let's go back and put our storyline together. But this doesn't mean this doesn't mean nothing if I don't get anything from you all to what you think happened. Oh, we know they drowned. How did they drown? And who found them? Okay, so let's put the storyline all together. I'm gonna write it all together. This is how you do it. This is how you do a storyline. Now we're gonna put it all together. I'm gonna write it all out for y'all. I wish I had a board here to write it. Y'all, I thought I got rid of all. They didn't know I was gonna start back teaching again. Thought I would finish teaching. So okay, what we gonna do now? Now what I'm doing now, y'all. I'm taking this storyline, everything that I have on this line, and I'm about to write it out and read it to y'all. That's how you do that. And then you tell me what you want to add to the storyline. Okay. Okay. I want y'all to be thinking while I'm writing out the storyline that I have here. That's the only way I can get my story together. And assume. Okay. Now, just because I created my own timeline doesn't mean. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. When I do a story over here, trust me, it's real. It's a fact that something happened. I can't go with lies. I don't deal with lies and untruthful, false information. I don't deal with that. So you can X that out with me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what I just did, I took my timeline. This is how I come to conclusion with a lot of things outside when I'm not on here. You come, but I decided to do a timeline with y'all. So I took this timeline, and what I did here, I took whatever I had on my timeline, and I turned it into a story. That's what I did. Now I'm going to read to y'all what I have on my timeline. This is proof. This is proof. Evidence. Okay. At 3:30 p.m., someone called. And the only reason why I'm showing y'all this is what I'm talking about. This is what I created. So I'm reading what I created. At 3:30 p.m., someone called 911 emergency, telling they saw a body floating, and assumed it happened around 12 o'clock. Everyone was unresponsive. The ages of the individual was 2 and 5. Officer first responders measured to save them all. Taken to the hospital, later died. Now, that's what this came from this. Now, it is not over. This is how you get your story. This is how you create a story. You have to have a timeline. But this the line got to be longer than this. Because why? Why do the line has to be longer than this? Because we have not proved anything. We have not proved anything. So that's when I need y'all help. Cowboy, this is when y'all help come in. What y'all want to add to? What do y'all want to add to the timeline? So I'm gonna read it again. What happened? And I want y'all to tell me. Okay. This what I do. This what I'm gonna do for you all. Let me see. I got some tape. Hold on, y'all. I got some tape. I'm gonna put this on the wall behind me. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Oh, y'all. No, I got here go the tape right here. I know I got some tape. If I don't have okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna place what we created, because that's what we're doing. We're creating our own story. Because don't nobody know what happened. So to help these people who cannot talk, this is what we're gonna do with my glass. Okay. Find my glass. Okay, we're gonna take this behind me. I see now. I'm gonna have to buy me another board. Hold on, y'all. This is some good tape right here. When I used to coach and stuff, we used to have class and teaching. We had a lot of stuff. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our timeline up here. So if you're joining the channel, this is the timeline, what we think, assume that happened, okay? This is our what was, let's put it right here. Okay. So we're gonna put that here. If you just joining the channel, this is what just follow, don't ask what happened, read what happened. Okay, this is how we came up with our timeline to create a story so we can have some kind of sense of humor of what happened to this family. When it come down to children, I take it very personal, y'all. I'm so sad. So when we came up with this timeline, we came up with a story that what we allegedly think happened. Okay, so here you go, right there. Now, what's next? What do we do next? You know what we do next? Okay. What we do next? This is not all. We can't stop here. We can't stop here because we have not concluded anything. We have not found anything. We got to come up with what happened to these people. What happened to these three people? But what I want to do before I start with my last timeline, you always have to have two timelines. You can have one, but mine's so long I don't have enough paper, so I have to add on. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the video of what. It's not a video. It just tell the story, and then I'm gonna read it to y'all so y'all can have a more idea. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all see it. Hold on 1 second. Y'all make sure you. I appreciate if you hit the like button. I appreciate everything that y'all do. Here we go. What did I say the name of? I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. I like to read, y'all. When I go places, I like to read what it says. I like to listen. I don't like to do all that talking and don't listen. You have to be able to read and listen. That's something that people don't like to do. Is read and listen. They want the answer right away. You can't get answers right away all the time. And 5. This should be popping up. Y'all, I was trying to make my channel where y'all can come up here on the panel, but the thing that I picked up, it took y'all off my story pool. Let's see what happens if I just pull this up. Okay, here you go. Here you go, y'all. Here you go. Here you go. Now, here you go. Father and his 2 children, ages 2 and 5, drowned in their backyard pool in South Florida. I'm going to read to y'all what they said right here. Now, this is saying something different. It said a mother in Hollywood, Florida. See, I didn't see it on the other news. It didn't say a mother. So now I got to say that. I got to write that down. I got to put a mother. Now we got a mother in this, y'all. Uh-oh. A mother. Okay, a mother. Okay. Now we got to add that mother to that timeline. Now, y'all, we getting somewhere now. Okay. It said, a mother in Hollywood, Florida, found her. Whoa, hold up. Hold up. A mother in Hollywood, Florida, found her husband and 2 children unresponded in the swimming pool on Thursday. Y'all, I promise y'all, this is on people. This I wasn't on people. Ooh, Lord. Said police in Hollywood, Florida are investigating what led to a father and his 2 children, 2 young children to drown in a pool in their backyard on Thursday. Officer responded to a call at around 3:30 p.m. local time about 3 people who was found floating in a swimming pool at a private home on S. Highland Drive near Adams Street. Okay, NBA, this is Miami reporting the story. When officers arrived on the scene, they found 3 people who was unresponding. It was an adult and 2 children. Hollywood police spokesman Deanna Badinich said per CBS Miami, while the identities of the victim have yet to be released, the outlet reported the children to be ages 2 and 5. Okay, Local 10 WPLG reports that the initial 911 call was placed by the wife. See, the wife wasn't in the story, y'all. So we got mother, wife. So we know they the 2 same person. Oh my God. So what we about to do now, y'all? Ooh, she just messed our story up. We got to put the wife on the timeline. We got to. So then what we're gonna do is we got to put this line. She gonna have to be at the beginning of our line. So the wife and the mom has changed our story. The mother has changed our story. The story has to change. So we're gonna add the wife. We're gonna add the wife right here. Wife reported. So that's how a timeline works. You have to add to the story. So that's why this is a rough draft. This is what I call a rough draft. So now we don't add the wife to the story. Okay. Oh, we getting somewhere now, y'all. We getting somewhere now. Where she been? Okay. So it said Local 10 WPLG reports that the initial 911 call was placed by the wife and the mother of the victims. Okay. While both officers and first responders used measures to try and save them, the father and his two children were later pronounced dead at the Memorial Regional Hospital. Okay, here we go, y'all. We got a video. We got a video right here. Husband have now that's a hurricane. Okay, when they saw two children drown, that crushed my heart. Neighbors Amparo Costoya said per CBS, I felt my heart crush. When adults have accident, okay, they tell me how they feel. Okay. A makeshift shrine, they put candles, lights. Okay, the investigators are still looking into what exactly caused the tragedy. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, find out what happened. Since they don't know, we're gonna do it too. Okay, at the time there was no foul play. It's suspected. No foul play. So we need to add foul play. No foul play. We got to add that to the story. No foul play, suspected. We got to put suspected. Got to put that. So or what we go over here. I don't care how many times you had to change your timeline, it's okay. So right here, we're gonna add to right here. The reason why I'm gonna put this at the end, because that's what I just heard. No foul play suspected. I put that at the end because it sounds like the end of my story. They didn't find anything. They didn't find anything, y'all. There was no foul play suspected. Okay, we still reading. We still reading. Y'all, I'm so used to doing this at school. It don't make no sense. Okay. At this time, no foul play is suspected, according to reports. The Hollywood Police Department did not immediately found two people request for no. Oh, y'all, they're not giving y'all. See, that's why I was telling you, Cowboy. It said Hollywood Police Department did not immediately respond to people requests for comments. That's what made me come into this and do this timeline and gave a story. Now that I add two things to this timeline, what I got to do next? I'm about to go back and read my story so I can present it to y'all. What I concluded from this. So what I'm going to do is, how I'm going to do that, I'm going to take this timeline right here. This timeline is a timeline that I created and gave a name to it. This name I gave to this timeline is results from accident. I can put result from drowning. Accident is still an accident, but I'm gonna put drowning. So I let y'all know that it's a drowning that occurred. Okay, so I put results. And in that result, I put drowning and I put accident. Because why? Because there was foul play, no foul play. So what I'm about to go to now, I'm about to stand up. I'm about to go to my timeline. And what I'm going to do, I'm about to create my story again. Because I had to add, you can always add to y'all story. You can always add to your timeline. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on this timeline, right here, I'm going to put wife found husband, wife. I'm just going to put wife. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm just going to say wife. And then I'm going to put it happened at 3:30. I got to put what I already got up there, y'all. 3:30, because this is my end of my evidence. Okay, no. So right here, I'm going to put, okay, I'm going to put, okay, now, what I'm going to do, y'all, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take this, I'm going to exclude this line right here. Because now I know who called the police. So I don't need another line right there. Okay, so we're going to X this out. I'm going to X this line out. Now I'm just going to say 3:30 p.m. It happened at 3:30 p.m. I'm just making it short. Who called the police? Who called the police? The wife. What were they doing? Floating on top of the water. Approximately at 12, because mama didn't get no time. Mama didn't get no time. Unresponsive. Unresponsive. Okay. Ages. They didn't get an age of the father. 2 and 5. And the father, they didn't get his no age. No age. Okay, now I got to add me some more little lines. Okay, the police officer showed up. Officer tried to save him. What I put, I want to make sure I put what I did. The officer was the first responders. I'm breaking it down now, y'all. And no foul play. Okay. Now I'm about to read this to y'all. My job now is to read to y'all my conclusion. I put results. I'm gonna put my conclusion for today. But we're not gonna end this. We're gonna end this for after I finish doing this. But the thing is, y'all, we ain't proved nothing. Okay, so for my conclusion, I said at 3:30, a wife called in to the police, telling them that the family was floating on top of the water. Approximately, since the mama didn't give the wife didn't get no time, I came up with a time and I said 12 o'clock. Everybody was unresponsive. The kids was ages 5 and 2, and the father no age. The officers came. They was the first responders, and the first responder they tried to save the individual, and there was no foul play. This story, I'm gonna put this right here. This story can't end like this, y'all. It can't end like this. This story that we create our story because they didn't have a story for us. Something happened to these people. Now, if it wasn't on kids in this, I probably won't be too involved like I am. So we just finished this. We're gonna conclude it. What we did was we reported what happened on this timeline. We told. Then we went. What we did, created a timeline. Then we told what happened. But after we read the story, we went back and added to our timeline because we found out it's a wife involved. Okay. So we came to our conclusion what we thought would happen in our story. So we did everything we supposed to do to our timeline for this story. But is it finished? No. It don't end. It don't end right there, y'all. So y'all can see it don't. That story don't end right there, y'all. So what we're gonna do next? Okay, let me see what else. That's it. This is, I'm gonna let y'all see. That was the end of that story. That's the end of that story, and no more. It's no more. But I'm gonna find them, and then what I'm gonna do, nothing else added to that story. But what I like to see, if we came up with our own evidence, let's try to find another story that the news. Let's see what the news say. Okay, let's listen to the news. Cause we still ain't found out nothing. Okay, a father and his two children died and apparently drowned in the backyard, saying the same thing we said right here. Now they say a woman who is the man's wife and the children mother found them unresponsive at the home on Hollywood. Where was this lady? Where was she? Now that's one thing we can say. Where was the mother? The identity of the man and his two children, ages 2 and 5, was not released by the Hollywood. Police did not immediately respond at the NBA News request for comment Friday. Officers were called about 3 to respond. Okay, we already know that. When the police arrived, the man and his children was unresponsive. Okay, resuscitation attempt did not work. Okay, so that means they've been dead for a while. Police, okay, that's the end of that story. So really, they haven't proved nothing. That mom know everything. That wife, that wife know everything. And they don't want it to make the news. They don't want to tell us everything, but that wife don't told them what she did. And I allegedly think by the end of this month, and when is that? Tuesday? Tuesday. That mom gonna be charged for this. Why do I think that? Because her husband gone. Her children dead. And we don't know the 911 call. I wish we could have heard it. This touched my heart, y'all. I don't care what color these individuals are. Those are kids. But we did what we had to do. But we not finished. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come in. This is Saturday. It happened Friday. See, it happened Friday. This just happened yesterday. Well, it happened Thursday, but this just started. So y'all, we got some work to do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come on in the morning around the same time. I tried to fix my camera where y'all can come up here. I got Skype because I saw something down here, but it's some stuff that I need for my channel, y'all. So if y'all want to donate, you don't have to do nothing today. I'm just saying anything you want to donate, you can donate so we can get what we need for our channel. So I can get y'all up here to talk. Without you all, I can't do nothing. I want to hear what my people in my comments saying. You all commenting makes me feel good because I could add y'all whatever you think it is allegedly is what we think is true. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave that up there. We're gonna come in here tomorrow. We're gonna create our timeline. We did our own creation. Now we're gonna really put it down. I'm gonna need some of y'all in here. I wish I can. I'm gonna try to get my friend to find out what did she do. We put Skype in here, and I try to go in here and put y'all in here, and I couldn't get no. I couldn't get it right. I can't. I got to get it right. I got to get some help to put y'all up here so I can hear y'all voice. But this story right here bothering me. So we're gonna come in here at the same time. What time is it here in Georgia? It's 2:18. I got up early this morning because I was listening to another creator about another story, and I went to sleep. That's how I go to sleep, y'all. Listen to y'all stories on YouTube. I be watching it. I be like that. Okay, but I do be interested now. But we're gonna finish this. We're gonna talk about this again tomorrow. We're gonna come up with a different timeline. We got to prove what happened. We got to go in our own mind and write what we think happened. I gave a time that I thought it happened. That's not me. That don't mean that's the right time. So I'm gonna I appreciate Cowboy and anyone else who listening and watching. But when I exclude this content, it's gonna be apparently important for you all to go in that comment section, y'all, and tell me what you think happened to this family in this pool, this private pool, in their own backyard, and ain't but one person living to call the police. So what I want y'all to do in that comment section, tell Lanita again what you think happened. And y'all check my TikToks out. I made some new TikToks, y'all. I love to act. I love to act silly. I love to have fun. So go check my TikToks out. I got it's on my channel up there. Hit TikTok, go in there, watch all my TikTok. Y'all, I'm good. I'm telling y'all, I'm good. Okay. I just be tired. I don't want to do nothing to hair. I can't do nothing to it. I don't permanently it's just natural like this. Just that good stuff. But anyway, y'all, this your girl, Lanita Gill. I appreciate everybody in the world, other countries. Let's pray. Let's pray for the war, the people in the war. I want to pray for the families and the kids and everything. Ukraine and Russian. I hate that we have to kill in order to, to prove and prevent. I wish there could have been some. That's what's the purpose of meeting up with the office officials to cut all this killing out, y'all. Shooting all those missiles and all that just to get across to what you want to get across. It could be resolved if they think about the people out there. Okay, this your girl Anita Gill. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.